game like this where it was coming so easy?
Well, we start off and it's back-to-back threes by Notre Dame. So it wasn't one where I'm like, hey, this is a piece of cake. We had some breakdowns right off the bat. We gave Mabry a three, then West Bell hits a three. But offensively, we have been working on our tempo. We've been working on our passing. I thought offensively we were as good as we've been all year. Not for the fact that we scored 100, but we passed the ball well. We got the ball to people when they were open at the right time. We've had a problem, throughout some games of we'll hold it for an extra second, and then all of a sudden when you pass it, now it's a contested shot. Where tonight we were getting the ball out of our hands. We were getting it to your teammate when they were open for us to shoot. And I've watched Asia do it in practice. I've watched Maisha do it in practice. Maisha does it. That 15-foot reverse pivot at the elbow is like a layup for some people. That's how consistent she shoots it. That's how good she feels about it. And then a shooter like Asia, we're fortunate. We got her some looks early and she knocked them down. And then all of a sudden that basket becomes real big. That fadeaway three there at the end of the third was off a set play. We ran it. I thought they defended it pretty well, but when you're, I guess she was a 7-9 before she took that one, and you hit, that basket doesn't seem that hard to make when you've got that flow going. And that's one thing that I'll say for Asia. She's really been focused in and dialed in, and has really been playing well.
Jeff, your time here, you've had some big games and big crowds. Most of those times though, you haven't won the game. Is this the stars kind of aligning? Is this the first time you feel like everything kind of came together and you won a big game with the atmosphere and everything?
Well, I just told Kara and Rebecca, we've really done a great job of getting some great crowds in here, and about 8 of them have been against UConn. When they had won about 127 in a row. And it's like, golly. I mean, we came out and competed, but unfortunately we weren't able to get one of those wins. And that's why I was so excited about this ball game. I was so excited that, we've been out there working really hard on promoting it and trying to get ticket sales. And I just want to thank everyone, all 12,000 that came out tonight. And I'm hoping, I went to dinner last night and met a couple, and the wife was like, I'm trying to talk my husband into coming to the game. I'm like, I've got 2 tickets. If you come, they're on me. And I'm hoping they came tonight. Because if you don't want to come back after that, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm hoping we had a lot of first-time people possibly that came, and that's a pretty darn good basketball. It's entertaining, and the kids play so hard. It's not that we have to score 100, but they play hard. They're diving on the floor after loose balls. They're picking each other up. The excitement is there, and our loyal ones that have been out here, it's our fans they're very smart basketball fans. They're very knowledgeable. They know when to cheer. If they're just not cheering all the time, like if we're struggling on offense or if we need to stop, they'll start to get loud, and that's what was so impressive about it. Is we have a basketball city. There's no question about it, and we have knowledgeable basketball fans, which makes our game so exciting.
Jeff, you're 19-0. You beat the number 2 team by 33. Should you be the number 1 team in the country?
No, I'll leave that to UConn. That's one of those you don't want to poke a.
Especially when they're on the schedule.
Yeah, especially when they're on the schedule. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that. No, I mean, you know what? I've watched them on film. They're fantastic. I'm really proud of how we're playing right now. But I'll say it all along. It's these young women and our locker room. It's just it really is amazing. I mean, there are players that want to play more. I want to play more. But when I'm looking at the bench, I mean, Notre Dame calls a timeout, and I've got players that haven't played. They're the first ones off the bench to go out there. They're getting excited. There's no, man, I should be playing. And I talk to them like I'm honest with all of them. That's the one thing I sleep well at night. And I'll tell like Bianca and Kylie, so did you all want? I'll ask them like jokingly. So did you want me to take Maisha out of the game? She's 15 and 20. She looked great. Asia, guys, did you want me to take her out for 5-6 minutes so you can go out there? And they'll all laugh, be like, no. But when they do struggle, we have depth that can help us. We've got to continue to develop it. I thought Kylie played aggressive tonight. You know, she had 4 block shots, and that's all I've been telling her. She's got all the fundamental skills. She just got to play hard. She's got to dive after a loose ball. She's got to go get a rebound. You know, and when she starts to do that, then I think she'll start to see even more success. But we're going to continue to work with our bench. I thought Dana tonight did a really good job in her 16 minutes of harassing the ball. You know, she was on Mabry a lot when she was at the point and just made it difficult. They had to start their offense way further out than they wanted to because of the ball pressure that we were putting on. So it's a great team win. They're a great group of young women, and I enjoy coaching them. It's fun to come to work. They don't always like me, but that's okay.
Going back to your one game at a time mentality, how much talk is there with this team about the ranking and the record?
I'll be honest with you. We talked about it, I think, when we were 17-0 or something, and if we wanted, it was the most wins, consecutive wins in school history, but that's the only time we've ever talked about it. We don't even bring it up. We honestly don't worry about it. We know our goal is to compete to hopefully have a chance to win an ACC regular season championship. Then after that, our goal is to hopefully compete to win the ACC tournament championship. And then hopefully to get to a Final Four and compete for a national championship. But I'm not going to worry about that now. We've got a week to get some rest, and we're playing at Pitt. And if you go back and look at our games at Pitt, every single one of them has been a challenge. So we're not going to overlook anyone, and if we do, that'd be a shame on me.
The last few games, this team has gone out to strong starts, only to kind of falter a little bit in the second half and let the opponents come back in. What was the difference in this team being able to just stay on the gas for 40 minutes?
Well, we had talked about it. That's something that we had stressed, and we had had dialogue of, if you want to get respect, if you want to get national respect, you've got to figure out a way to put a 40-minute game together. You got to play 4 quarters. It can't just be I get up 20 after 1 and then we play even throughout. Now, it's not going to be 100-67. If we play Notre Dame in the conference tournament, I promise you, it's not going to be 100-67. I've always had. I love my emails I get. I love our fan base. They're fantastic. We're up 26-1 at NC State, and I think some of them think it should have been 52-2. I'm like, well, they are going to score. So everybody in our league's good. So you're just not going to. If you're up 20 maybe after the first quarter because you're shooting it well, you're not going to be up 40 at half. It's just not how it works. Tonight, we put 3 quarters of really good basketball together. I honestly thought we played 35 really good minutes. And then the last 5, I've got some players out there that I'm throwing out there, and they're in situations they're normally not in. So it is tough. You're trying to figure out, okay, I'm used to being out there when Maisha's on the floor, and now I'm the go-to player. So they're in situations they're not necessarily used to, but I think it's good for them, and they'll continue to develop from that.
Jeff, yesterday you joked about being up there, winning by 30. Even in your dream when you won the Powerball, did you think you could win by 30 in this
No,
game?
if I won the Powerball, somebody else would be sitting here. I can guarantee you that one. All right, now if I won the Powerball, you never see me again, especially you. No, I never. I mean, I went on the radio on TV all week long, and I never dreamed that either team would be in a situation where, our largest lead was 44, with 7.5 to go in the game. Never dreamed that. Never. It was never in my. As I play the game through my mind before, the night before and the day of, playing out scenarios of if this happens, what am I going to do? What are we going to run? There was never a time that I was like, hey, when we're up 44 with 7.5 to go, this is what we'll do. It was more, hey, when it's down to the last 4 minutes, because I told the kids it's going to be. I expected it to be, and I know if we play them again, it will be. It's going to be a heavyweight fight. It's, body blow. As Coach Norman sat there and told our kids, there's not going to be a haymaker that knocks them out. You got to just keep grinding and keep fighting and keep fighting, and eventually, hopefully, you can knock them out. But after that, those first 2 quarters, I think we had made a pretty good statement. And defensively is where we won the game. It's a team that averages 85 points a game. We held them to 28 in the first half.
If you're talking about
Jasmine